Lordy, we are in Houston. Not Houston, but Houston. What up, though? How y'all feeling about this? Your man, your friend, and fan member, Brain Lee here. You know what time it is. It is 9:01. You saw the thumbnail. You know why you're here. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, is for entertainment purposes only. So, y'all, we got a lot to get to, so let's get to it. So, we back in Houston in the house, and it's the morning. It's morning time rather in Houston. So there is a trust fall exercise and everyone is paired up based on issues. So Stormy and Tisha were paired up first. Tisha was scared and did not fall back for Stormy to catch her. Then Melody and Martell was paired up, and Melody specifically said, Melody Cherie Rogers, or Melody Cherie Lee, we just kid around with that name, but for real, Melody Cherie Rogers said, and I quote, "Do not pair me up with Martell." And so Melody says she trusts the ground more than Martell. Then when Martell steps up for this trust fall exercise, he says to Melody out loud, out of his mouth, in front of everybody, that I'm your children's father. Really, Martell? Really? What did you think that was going to do? What did you really... See, you did that to control the circumstances. You set up a scheme to come to Melody with the bull-ish, to use some words from Mama Joyce. And Melody did not fall for your scheme, sir. Just because you are the child's father doesn't mean you deserve damn respect. If you want respect, you gotta give it, you piece of ish, my lord. So then Melody did not want to catch Martell, as she should not have. And Martell said that she didn't want to catch Martell because she didn't want to be perceived as weak. No, she did, because clean hands, pure heart. And she knows when she touches you, in the words of Tisha, that you're a dark soul, and there is in what's in you is hollow and empty, and it's just a waste of time, space, and energy to touch you, because you toxic. So Marceau catches Courtney. Tisha catches Stormy, but hesitates in catching her. So then, Tisha's like, listen, even though I hesitated, I hope that Stormy catches Tisha, and does. So then Keke arrives saying, I'm here. And I'm just like, in the words of the legendary Win Tay Talks, 10K Tay, by the way, like, comment, share, subscribe to Win Tay Talks. Also to Drop the Mic and Brown Skin Girl, those great legends, lovely, kind, gracious, all the superlatives of the Gossip Girls. Please subscribe to all three of them. But in the words of Win Tay Talks, here we go with the bull-ish. So Stormy face changes from to Kiki, hey. But Stormy was like, Hercules. I was trying to figure out where I'm doing this from. But anyway, so Nell talks about how Keke is here. Melody asked Keke to give Nell a call because Keke and Melody were talking about what was going on with the group. And Melody said, hey, we're taking a trip to Houston. Maybe you could give, Nell a call. Now, I will say this. I think that Melody was trying to be supportive in Keke's corner, but also too, Keke, you should have had discernment to be like, you know what? I am going to go to Houston, but I'm gonna have my own hotel. You know what I mean? And listen, also too, Keke, you have to understand, recognize, and embrace that if you don't get invited, sometimes rejection is protection. You understand? So I feel like you calling Nell put her in a very compromising position where everyone else is not going to have you on the trip. So you go to the one person that allows herself to have a soft heart for you, and that's your way in. And I think just if you want peace in the valley, you have to create peace in the valley. That's just my take. No disrespect to you, Kiki, but I'm just keeping it real with you. You probably should have stayed at a different hotel or just went to Texas, not Texas, y'all, but went to Dallas or Austin or or anyone or College Station, Texas. And either way. So Nell is giving Kiki a chance because in order to move on, you have to be given a chance. And so Kiki apologizes for the barbecue. And to Tisha, Kimmy and Maurice feel a month later it's a little too late, but Maurice does accept her apology. Then Kimmy asks a very legitimate question like this should have been done the moment, and Kiki was like, "Well, you just made it through breast cancer. I didn't know how to approach you." Now I will say this: even though Kimmy is a bone collector and is still with a husband that said on the World Wide Web, the World Wide Internet, that for her to lay there, roll over, and take it is admirable. Even though she is agreeing to his behavior, being a bone collector, and not standing in her own power, I think that Kimmy has enough, um, how can I say this? Capacity, capability, and comprehension to understand that you attack the issue, not the person. So, but also too, it was these weak arms heavy like spaghetti. Hashtag, oh, there goes gravity. So it was a lot going on. Um, so, then, Tisha accepts the apology, but to me, I didn't feel like she really accepted it because it was under distress and duress to me. Um, so, Nell said this was weighing on her heavy about Kiki, and Melody hugs Nell, and Kiki also hugs Nell as well, and Marceau taps Nell. Marceau goes to check in on Tisha. Then, Chris checks in on Tisha and Marceau. Melody said everyone seemed receptive, and when Nell went to check in on Marceau and Tisha, the way Chris turned his head, I'm like, sir, like there's not an owl in the room asking who who is this? Who, who is doing the most? Who, who gives a fuck? An owl was not in the room, okay? An owl was not in the room. An owl was not in the room. So Nell checks in on Tisha and Marceau. Marceau goes to hug Nell. Nell said to Tisha and Marceau that Chris told her it was not a good move, and Nell did not want to do it and told Kiki this may not go the way you think, and asked Tisha and Marceau, do y'all want her here? Nell hoped Kiki really did not show up and Nell's going to fix it. Kiki's not going to be able to stay because Tisha doesn't want Kiki to be there. And listen, I think with everything that has happened, and even though people don't like the Scotts, I think that Nell made the wrong move here. And she admitted it, right? But also too, you should listen to your husband. Just saying. And it was the fact of, it wasn't the fact that Chris Fletcher was trying to disagree with you. Your husband wasn't trying to disagree with you to be disagreeable, to make an argument, but he was trying to protect you from pain that you did not have to go through, nor the group had to go through. So I'm going to give Chris Fletcher the win on this, and you got the L on this now. But that doesn't mean that you a L. You a W in my book, okay? Just because we all make mistakes, but that should have been a conversation with Tisha for sure. And Marceau too, but more on Tisha because it's Tisha's, cousin and Marceau's cousin-in-law. So with all that being said, Tisha does feel blindsided, and Nell doesn't know the history. She's new to the group and to the history, but would have expected a conversation from Nell to Tisha. She feels a betrayal. And, Nell's like, okay, I understand it. Like I said to y'all before, Nell says she is going to fix it. She is very, very sorry for what she did, okay? So Kiki is not staying in the house. And Nell said, "Listen, if the house was divided, you're not gonna be able to stay, and the energy is here now where it's off." And so, Kiki said that she would stay with Stormy, and Stormy is like, "I got you." So Kiki then said, "No one, especially them, are not going to tell me where I can and cannot go." I don't think it's about telling you where you can and cannot go, but it was the fact you were not invited and you showed up. Excuse me. Oh, Lord. And you showed up anyway. And listen, I understand wanting to be included. I understand want to move forward. I understand you want to come with the best of intentions, but if your intentions are not being received, then maybe just be still until your intentions are ready to be received. Like I said, far be it from me to tell anybody what to do, but just being real. So, Melody asked Nell, "Have you talked with Tisha?" And then she said it was no, and Nell said pretty much. Marceau brings up the fact that Melody had issues. At one point in time, didn't want to be around people. And Melody said to Marceau that I'm not saying that you're wrong at all. Marceau said if Melody knew Keke was coming, it would be a violation to him. And when we have conversations, with each other, each of us get only one side of the story. Martell makes it about him, even though the situation was about Keke and Tisha. So, Nell wants Keke and Tisha to be in a good space. Nell has nothing against Keke, but has to respect Tisha. And then Tisha asks, Marceau, Tisha asked Marceau, "Did you ask what did Melody do in terms of her cheating?" Marceau says, "No, that's not my business." It's not your business, but yet you're friends with the ex-husband, and also the ex-wife is in the group, so you're kind of in it, Marceau. You're kind of in it, bro. Martell feels that it's Rogers fans over him. Hello, who has a revenge P-tape on their ex-wife? Who said on a reunion on national television that God allowed them to have an outside baby? I mean, honestly, like, just who told their ex-wife that they could not post their kids on social media? That was you, sir. You have done your ish, sir. Good damn. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the forgetting universal common knowledge up, bro. Just stop it. Just stop it. I'm not here for it. Not here, not there, not anywhere, not in the past, present, or afterlife, Martell. Shut the hell up. Because at this point, the only thing you have is this show. And nothing else is successful for you. Nothing will be successful. And you will never make any success because you are a fucking failure. You're a fucking failure, but honestly, we all know why you're a failure, because guess what? The way you were raised and the way that you move in your environment determines if you're a success or a failure. Your childhood determined your adulthood, and the latter part of your life is going to be the worst part of it because of the mistakes and you know what? I'm not going to say mistakes, because a mistake would have been to go to Kroger, to go to Walmart, to go to BJ's, to go to Sam's Club, and your wife said, "Hey, get the tropical punch Kool-Aid," and you got orange. That's a mistake. That's a mistake, because maybe you were doing something. But no, the reason why you are where you are is because you don't take responsibility, you don't take accountability, and above all else, you use emotionality to mentally fuck up people up the behind, and you just let them just be there with their emotions, and you're not responsible for the ucking up that you did. So shut the hell up talking. Damn. The way I'm humming is like that one mouth for divorce court from Tyler Perry films that said I just okay. So, with that being said, Martell brings up Melody cheated on her and now asks Martell to hold himself accountable and to not ask her to pick sides. And then Nell said that he would knock Martell out. Now, if you notice in the midst of all this, Chris Fletcher ain't saying a damn thing. Chris, you should have handled Martell right then and there. I don't give a damn what production would have had what production would have had to say. I don't give a damn what the staff would have to say. I don't give a damn about what the own executives would have to say. I don't even give a damn what Carlos would have to say. That is your damn wife. And he would, and honestly at this point too, because, Chris, you know how this fandom is. They love you, hate you either way. But regardless of what you thought people would have thought, you should have handled that. Personally, I'm just going to be honest with it, bro. Just going to be honest with it. So, Tisha recaps what Martell is saying, and that nobody ever asked Melody what she did. Did she ever cheat on Martell? And so Nell asked Melody the question, did Melody cheat on Martell? And Melody said the only thing she did is what she did when she was no longer with him. And so Martell says when Nell was taken up for Melody, it hurt him. And Nell said, all right, I asked her on camera, you happy? Are you happy, you piece of motherfucking ish? She didn't say all that, but I'm being her angry translator because I feel like let me tell you something. We all saw Nell at the Fletcher family dinner. Okay, so we know, in the words of Trent at some point, like, comment, share, subscribe to that beautiful queen. Polly Pocket Nell wanted to activate. But and then said that, and Nell said rather that Martell is a typical narcissist. So then, Martell brings up the apartment. And so Melody gives the timeline. In March of 2017, found out that Martell was cheating on her for 2 years. Then during Alabama homecoming of 2017, found him and caught him in the truck with his other baby mama. And that's when she got the department in December, before they got back together in April 2018. Okay. Martell said, let's talk about, before, I cheated, she would go to the hotel for 2 days and often. And Martell complained for about a year before stepping out because he said sex started changing, attitude started changing. and oh Lord Jesus, I can't. And so basically he's upset because Melody was, doing things for herself in so many words. And so, and so he says, Melody stepped out, on him. That's his red flag. Y'all see, I'm hurt. Y'all see, I'm in pain. I'm suffering over here. Oh Lordy, I got blood running out of me. Somebody get some band-aids, cause I'm on band-aid, cause band-aid don't stick on me. Like he is so mentally a professional victim just to have a storyline. And it's getting fucking tiring. Okay? It's getting tiring. Because I'm just like, I'm 29 years old and I see through your ish, bruh. Like, thank God Melody has not brought me on as her fake boyfriend, fake fiance, fake husband. Because let me tell you something. Braylon Lee will have been handling things for Melody Cherie Lee. Best believe that. Understand it, know it, embrace that damn fact, okay? Jesus be offense all around me every day. Hashtag I ask for your protection as I travel along the way, okay? Because I'm just, okay. So Stormy said Martell cheated first, and Stormy said Martell is assuming Melody cheated at the hotel but has no proof. And so Melody says people do things for their downtime. Her behavior only changed because he was an asshole and still is an asshole. So Melody said, Nell rather said Melody has never asked to pick sides, but Martell has. Martell is like, well, if you're still around me, but you're still supporting her, I'm going to ask you to pick sides. No, that's called free will, you dumb uck. Good damn. Martell should have his ass knocked out a long time ago. It should have been handled. It should have been handled on camera. So that way that could have been replayed on social media. The only reason why Martell is still around is because Melody hasn't asked for a drive-by. Because I bet you she has some brothers and some real men that will do a drive-by where Martell might not have the capacity, capability, or comprehension for brain cells to form a brain to wake up mentally. It should have been handled a long time ago. Oh, Lord Jesus. Tisha said Martell has never asked us to pick sides, but he's right is right and wrong is wrong. And Stormy said, well, Melody said that she didn't cheat, but y'all weren't together. Martell said it doesn't matter. And Stormy says it does, that he should not have cheated. And then Kimmy asked, once a spouse has cheated, everything after that is fair game. Kimmy, are you really asking that? When allegedly, people said that you're a side chick? Are you asking that question after your husband said you lay down, roll over, and take it? Are you really asking that question to me? And to us? And not to mention, too, you still accepted his behavior, so you asking that. Didn't you say in the season preview that if you're not creating that emotional connection with your partner, eventually they're going to find it somewhere else? Didn't you say that in the preview? So why is your ass talking? Good. Take responsibility, and then we'll be able to answer your questions. But until then, you shut the hell up talking too. I mean, this is mind-ucking blowing to me. Absolutely mind-ucking blowing to me. And Stormy then answers Kimmy's questions and says, yes, if it's been done. Melody says she already talked to 5 attorneys to get the divorce started. And she went on dates as well. And when she moved out because she thought that her marriage was over. Martell from Melody POV feels that if she falters, that she will come back. Marceau said, well, since Melody was being evil, he took Martell's side. Really, bruh? Really? So you had a preconceived notion. You know what? Let's flip it, reverse it, and go all the way, hashtag back with it. So you had preconceived notion that Melody was being evil. Well, you didn't have context, but yet your wife brings up a pregnancy test to you, and you have the preconceived notion that she cheated. Okay, all right, cool. Cool. Yeah, let's just move on because Mama said, hashtag my kusa. Okay, so listen. Melody says since her and Martell haven't been together, that she's been checking for the Scots like how, and Marceau rather agrees Melody has not been checking for the Scots. So Melody says that Martell puts batteries in people's backs, and Marceau said that Tisha felt that Melody knew that Kiki was coming, and Melody is willing to let Tisha know the real. Stormy feels that Martell should not be condemned forever, but that he did start it. And, Stormy says that, and Nell also says that. And Martell's bit mad, saying, it doesn't matter. Well, if it doesn't matter, you should have been a fucking man and take responsibility and keep that fucking dick in your pants. Shit. Go to Pornhub and release yourself. Don't release yourself outside your home and then expect your home to be intact, you piece of shit. Damn. I'm not even married to Melody. I'm defending her more than you, and you were married to her. I can't with this. So then Stormy feels Martell wants to defend his first actions because of her reaction. Y'all, what have I been saying all season? Stormy has become the unelected voice of reason that nobody asked her to be, but she's executing it damn good. Damn well, and dipping and doing it, hashtag doing it well. So Martell then asked Nell about Chris and Nell's cheating. Bro, this is about your ass. Shut your fucking everything up. You are trying to use Chris and Nell, who have been supporting you when they have every right to drop you because you are on the hot seat. Get the fuck out of my damn face. So Martell asked about Chris and Nell and that Nell cheated on Chris. And Nell said she had not because she was waiting on him. And, Martell asked, how long was it before y'all got back together? 18 and 24 months. And Martell says, so you didn't cheat. Motherfucker, you ain't no dog. Oh, well, I mean, you are a dog. I mean, if you lay down with dogs, you're going to get up with fleas. Listen. Hashtag a hit dog will holler. So anyway, let's roll on. Hashtag let's roll on. Stormy says that it's it's no diff that there is a difference rather, and Stormy tells Martell tells Stormy rather to be quiet. Courtney, I know that's your dude, but you should have handled him too. Who are you telling to be quiet? Motherfucker, I will make sure that you have no mouth to either have a voice or to be quiet. You will not tell my wife to be quiet. Not in the past, present, or afterlife. Not while I'm here. Do you understand me, you piece of ish? Why don't y'all handle Martell? Good. Okay. So then Tisha and Melody talk it out, and everything else in between. And then, as Tisha and Melody are talking out, behind them, the group is having their final thought, is giving their final thoughts, and then Chris is talking, and then they talk about horseback riding, the next activity. Y'all, that's my opinion on this thing. This is a supersized video because that all happened at one time, so I just felt like y'all could handle it. That is my take. Like, comment, share, subscribe. This has been another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Pit Stop. One love, much love, all love. Bye, yeah, 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 yeah. Bye, yeah, 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 yeah. Bye, everybody.